Thank you for joining us on the live report. It's 12 p.m. We're coming to you with 4 agenda stories on the live report. First up, the visuals from Bengal late last night. A tense situation in the heart of Kolkata as bullets were fired, bombs were hurled. It's going to be a very, very violent run-up to the elections in Bengal. So our focus is on that story and much more. Here are the headlines on the live report, 12 p.m. As Pakistan decides to boycott the India match at the T20 World Cup, BCCI sources say India will travel to Sri Lanka and follow ICC protocol. The World Cup controversy gets bigger. The BCCI refuses to comment, says will only follow ICC norms. Violent clashes reported in Kolkata's Gol Park area. Stones pelted, police vehicles targeted, bullets fired. Families of stranded Indian seafarers in Iran urge the government for urgent intervention, say the conditions inside the seized vessel is worsening by the hour. Another story exclusive on Republic. 161 workers stranded in Saudi Arabia after being denied salaries. Basic necessities seek urgent intervention by the Indian government. The story is breaking only on Republic TV. Ladies and gentlemen, last night on Republic and Republic Bangla was live from Kolkata through the night. There was a violent clash that broke out between two groups in South Kolkata's Gol Park. Now, we have the pictures. Let's go straight to the pictures coming in. Now, in these clashes, which are coming just a few weeks before the elections, 2 people were injured. And at least 10 people were arrested. The police on record saying that stones were hurled from both sides, crude bombs. Crude bombs were hurled in the heart of Kolkata. At least 1 round of bullets fired during the confrontation. This is in the heart of Kolkata, creating panic. And the drama continued. There were pictures of the face-off, the situation in Kolkata. We'll show you the pictures of how people gathered there. The entire sequence, extremely dramatic. Crude bombs, bullets fired. These are exclusive pictures on Republic, exclusive pictures. I'm going across to Pinky. Pinky, what is the role of the Trinamool Congress, the ruling Trinamool Congress in this story? Who targeted whom? What really happened? Pinky, take us to the details.
देखिए, कोलकाता का गोल पार्क एक ऐसा जगह है जहां पर बहुत सारे जो अपार्टमेंट्स है वो है। ये गोल पार्क में बहुत पॉश एरिया है गोल पार्क, मगर इस गोल पार्क में ही ऐसा इंसिडेंट कल हादसा हो गया क्योंकि यहां पर दो गैंग के बीच में एक बापी हलदार और सेकंड सोना पप्पू, जिसके असली नाम विश्वजीत पोद्दार है, उन दोनों में क्लैश हुआ। और क्लैश में जो आम जनता है, जो यहाँ पर जो यहाँ पर रहने वाले हैं सबसे सफर वो उन्होंने किया। आपको पहले यहाँ का विजुअल्स मैं आपको दिखा दूं। आप देख सकते हैं ये जो जगह है यहाँ पर ही कल ये जो घटना यहाँ पर जो दो गैंग में जो क्लैश हुआ, यहाँ पर जो कल जो क्रूड बॉम्ब चार्ज किया गया था उसका कुछ जो बचा हुआ पार्ट्स है वो अभी भी यहाँ पर फैला हुआ है। आपको ये भी दिखा दो, यहाँ पर बहुत सारे बॉम्ब कल चार्ज किया गया। 8 बजे से शुरू हुआ इंसिडेंट और 9 से 9:30 बजे तक पूरा तांडव चला इलाका में। आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर ऐसा अभी भी यहाँ पर जो दाग है वो दाग अभी भी लगा हुआ है। सिर्फ यही नहीं, दोनों गैंग में जब क्लैश हो रहे थे तब यहाँ का जो बासिंदा है, यहाँ का जो रहने वाला है, तब डर से वो लोग यहाँ से घर में घुस के दरवाजा बंद करके छुपे हुए थे। और यहाँ पर दो जो गुंडे हैं 150 से 200 गुंडे यहाँ पर तांडव कर रहे थे। आपको ये भी दिखा दूं, यहाँ पर टुकड़े फैला हुआ है, जो ईंट है, जो पत्थर है, उनका टुकड़े भी यहाँ पर फैला हुआ है। इस टुकड़े को लेके पुलिस को भी चार्ज किया गया और इसके पीछे तृणमूल काउंसिलर का पूरा हाथ साजिश सामने आ रहा है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर कल जब काउंसिलर आए, बैशर चटर्जी काउंसिलर जब आए तब उनको घेर के भी यहाँ का जो रहने वाले हैं वो भी यहाँ पर स्लोगन दिया गया, गो बैक स्लोगन दिया गया। और सिर्फ यही नहीं, यहाँ का जो रहने वाले हैं वो भी सफरर है, क्योंकि ये पहली बार नहीं, पहले भी बापी हलदर और सोना पप्पू के बीच में क्लैश हुआ है। और इस इलाका में पिछले सितंबर में पिछले जो गणेश पूजा था वहां पर तब भी क्लैश हुआ था। और यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं पूरा जो इलाका है यहाँ पर अभी भी पूरा जगह पे ईंटों फैला हुआ है। सामने पुलिस का बैरिकेड हुआ है। और आपको ये भी बता दूं, कल 1 से 1.5 घंटा तक ये जो तांडव वो चला। और इसमें प्रमोटिंग का, सिंडिकेट राज का बात हो रहा है, क्योंकि बापी हलदर और जो सोना पप्पू और बालदा विश्वजीत पोद्दार, इसके जो बैकग्राउंड्स है वो तृणमूल से कनेक्टेड है। इनका जो सोशल मीडिया सिर्फ नहीं, बड़े जो टीएमसी काउंसिलर्स से लेके चेयरमैन जो है उनके साथ सोशल मीडिया पे है। और बात यही है, क्या सिंडिकेट राज या प्रमोटिंग राज क्या यहाँ पर चल रहा था, क्योंकि ये 90 वार्ड है। इस 90 वार्ड में जो इलाका है उस इलाका का सबसे ज्यादा सफरर है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर जो पुलिस का कहना है, यहाँ पर जो इलाका है आप देख सकते हैं, यहाँ पर बस्ती इलाका है और बस्ती इलाका में बहुत दिनों से इस जगह का प्रमोटिंग को लेके बापी और इस सोना पप्पू के बीच में जो संघर्ष वो पुराने हिस्ट्री है। और कल का जो हादसा है वो सारे सीमा लंघन कर गए, क्योंकि कल का जो हादसा है इस जगह में, पूरा जगह में 150 से 200 गुंडा आके दोनों के बीच में ये पत्थर छोड़ा गया, बंदूक लेके आया गया था आर्म्स से उनके हाथों में, और जो क्रूड बॉम्ब्स है वो भी चार्ज किया गया। आप देख सकते हैं एकदम सामने यहाँ पर पुलिस भी पोस्टिंग है। और सामने ये जो बाएं तरफ ऑफिस देख सकते हैं बापी हलदर का। इस बापी हलदर का ऑफिस में जो बापी हलदर, जिसका कहना है कि कल एक पिकनिक था बापी हलदर की तरफ से, और पिकनिक के ये जो सामान आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर वो भी रखा हुआ है। कल एक पिकनिक था इस बापी हलदर की तरफ से, और इनकी तरफ से गोलपाक से लगभग 10 किलोमीटर के पास उन लोगों का पिकनिक था खेरादह में। और उस पिकनिक में वो लोग गए हुए थे, वहां पर ही प्रॉब्लम चल रहा था। मगर जब वो लोग यहाँ पर आए, बापी हलदर की टीम यहाँ पर आए, तब सोना पप्पू के गैंग के साथ क्लैश बहुत बड़ा रूप ले लिया। सोना पप्पू के एलिगेशंस ये भी है सोना पप्पू की तरफ से, और बहुत सारे गुंडे यहाँ पर आए और यहाँ पर आके दोनों के बीच सड़क में क्लैश शुरू हो गया। और तब वो भी कब 8 बजे शुरू हुआ। 8 बजे से 9 से 9:30 बजे तक ये तांडव चला, तोड़फोड़ किया गया, और पुलिस जब आया पुलिस के ऊपर भी अटैक किया गया। इस घटना में अभी तक 10 अरेस्ट हुआ है। और आप देख सकते हैं ये जो ऑफिस है बापी हलदर का, और पास में मेरे दाहिने तरफ आप देख सकते हैं जो तृणमूल का पोस्टरिंग है वो है। इस तरफ बाएं तरफ आप देख सकते हैं तृणमूल का पोस्टरिंग है। और ये जो पूरा ऑफिस है, इस ऑफिस अभी ताला लगाया गया है, शटर बंद है। अभी तक सोना पप्पू का कोई खोज नहीं मिला है, बापी हलदार का भी अभी तक कोई खोज नहीं मिला है। अभी तक 10 पर्सन अरेस्ट हुआ है, मगर इस क्लैश का जो मेन कल्प्रिट है वो लोग कब अरेस्ट होंगे, इसके पीछे क्या तृणमूल का हाथ है, तृणमूल क्या बैकिंग कर रहा है, ये क्वेश्चन विरोधी जो दल है वो उठाने लगे हैं। आपको और कुछ विजुअल्स यहाँ का दिखा दूं। आज सुबह से कुछ दुकान खुलने लगे हैं, क्योंकि कल का जो इंसिडेंट है, कल का इंसिडेंट इस जगह पे बहुत इफेक्ट किया गया है। आपको देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर जो पत्थर है, जो ईंट है, वो तोड़ के अटैक किया गया, पुलिस के ऊपर भी अटैक किया गया और पूरा जो जगह
मेरी आवाज आ रही है आपको?
तोड़ फोड़ मचाया गया था।
Pinky, thank you for that comprehensive report. Fantastic report there. She's on the ground. In fact, Republic Bangla, the only channel reporting any of these stories in Bengal and in the heart of Kolkata. Fantastic report there by Pinky. Thank you very much for joining us. The violence in Bengal, and we will be right on top of that story in this election season. Ladies and gentlemen, the families of 16 Indian seafarers have been detained aboard the vessel MT Valiant Roar have appealed to the Indian government and the Prime Minister for urgent intervention. There is an SOS from Iran citing worsening conditions, complete loss of contact with the crew since the ship was intercepted by Iran's IRGC on the 8th of December. The family members have said the vessel has become unsafe, with its main engine generators failing due to lack of spare parts, non-functional toilets, severely deteriorated hygienic conditions. They've also repeatedly urged the Indian embassy in Tehran to evacuate the crew and provide them safe shelter pending repatriation, but claim that no positive response has been received so far. That's the vessel that has been captured by Iran. That's an exclusive visual. The entire story being reported only by Republic. And I'd like to welcome at this point of time, we have Vinod Kumar, brother of Captain Vijay Kumar, joining us live. And I also have Ambassador Deepak Vora. I'll go across to him. Ambassador, I'll just take a question with Vinod Kumar and come across to you. This is the brother of Captain Vijay Kumar. Hi, Vinod. What is going on? What is the response you're getting from the government? What is the condition of your brother? If you can tell us what you have so far, what you know, and the response you're getting.
Bringing it up again, thank you so much. See, it's been, today is the 56th day of the illegal detention. What I could say, the vessel was detained from international waters, hijacked, taken it to Iran. And at the point, the last I received from my brother was that the vessel's generator has been conked off, the toilets are not working, it's stinking out there. The condition is totally inhuman. So on behalf of the master, on behalf of my brother, I've sent mails to ambassador as well as the MEA and to DG shipping. So as of now, I received a WhatsApp message from ambassador of Iran that they are working it out with the operators as well as the Iranian authorities. But at the moment, yes, nothing positive. Our main focus is to get the crew released. I mean, I really cannot understand why the crew should go subjudicial. If there is anything to go subjudicial, should go between the operator and the Iranian authorities. These crew are not the cargo. Crew should not be taken as a cargo. Crew are human lives. Why should they be going subjudicial and staying there for the unnecessary in such a situation which we all know is what condition is there in Iran at the moment? We all know that.
Yeah. And okay, so a specific question and then I'll go across to Ambassador Vora. What is the government telling you?
Nothing positive yet. We have not heard anything. They just say it is subjudicial out there. And once finalized, only then the crew can be released. So nothing positive we have heard from any of the government official yet.
Okay. Thank you. In fact, we'll continue to track the story, Vinod. We will track this story and we will make sure that we get a response as well. Thank you for joining us. We hope that they're all safe. We'll be in touch with you and get more details. In fact, we have a full detailed report that we have from different families. We'll play that out in just a short while with new videos. I'm moving across to the next story with Ambassador Vora, which is on India's strategic project at Iran's Chabahar Port, which is a crucial gateway to Afghanistan and Central Asia. Now, in yesterday's budget, it didn't receive any funding. In the last few years, we've been funding it. And suddenly yesterday, there is no funding. Ambassador Vora, what's going on? What's your reading? Are we sending a message to America that we are on their side? Are we leaning towards Trump? Simple question. Are we disinterested in Chabahar, letting America know we're on their side?
All right. Well, thank you very much, sir. Always a pleasure to be with you. I'm actually at the moment at Delhi Airport Terminal 2, so if there's a bit of disturbance, please forgive me. I'm trying my best to communicate. Before I answer Chabahar, the previous person you were talking to about the Indian nationals who were in a boat and that has been taken by the IRG, let me assure him that what we do has to be within the ambit of international relations. I can't call in the Indian Air Force, go beat the hell out of the Iranians and get my boys out. I didn't do it in Qatar either. We do this diplomatically. We do it through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Iran, through other agencies. And then he's talked about matters being sub judice. It means that somebody has moved some court somewhere. So one has to have patience in these matters. Let me assure the concerned person, we understand his feeling for his brother, but he should be aware that India will not let any of its children suffer. We'll do whatever we can. We'll make our best effort. Now, Chabahar, sir, I was involved in this project from the very beginning. First of all, why did we do Chabahar? Number one, we knew that we could not rely on Karachi port because there is this nation called Jihadistan who survives only to trouble India. If we said it's day, he'll say it's night. If we said it's evening, he'll say, no, it's early morning. So we had to have an alternative route. We wanted an alternative to Karachi so that we could access Central Asia, which is fast emerging as a major market for us, not in terms of the energy only that we get from there, but in a number of other things. They look to India for IT, they look to India for information on education, they want to do trade with India. There are a number of areas. Some of them are even wanting us to build their satellites. So Chabahar would have enabled us to bypass Karachi and go straight to Central Asia, then on to Europe. Now, please note, sir, that Jihadistan is not a member either of the India-Europe Maritime Corridor nor of the North-South Transport Corridor because nobody trusts them. Nobody wants to deal with these fellows. So the Gadar port that the Chinese are building, that's deader than the Mauritian dodo. Now, if we have reduced our allocations, as you have rightly pointed out, it's no message we are sending anybody. It's because we have not seen the kind of progress from the Iranian side.
Yeah.
Their commitments have not so far been met as they should have. And therefore, we know that it's going to take a long time. Sir, you know better than I do this project. I'm 52 years in diplomacy, 74 years young. We've been discussing this for a very long time. Finally, we reached some kind of agreement. And then the regime changed and all kinds of things happened. The Iranian government said yes, no, maybe, etc. It's been talked about for a very long time. Let me just put it to you like this, that we remain committed because we do want to have an easier access, a quicker access to the Central Asian countries and then beyond, even to Russia and on then to Europe. So this project is alive. If there is no allocation this year, it's because the allocation, the money that we have, we are probably transferring to other projects that are more immediate in terms of their execution.
But Ambassador Vora, you're being very diplomatic. You're a former diplomat and you're being extremely diplomatic. I'm sorry for saying it. You are being as diplomatic can be. Can I please show? I want you to see this. 1 minute. Let our viewers see this. Ambassador, I want you to be with me. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this map and we'll tell you why it's significant, okay? Now, Chabahar Port has been extremely significant for India. It is our gateway into Central Asia. If you want to get to Kabul, if you want to get to Iran, for any trade in Central Asia, Chabahar Port is extremely critical. China has presence in the Gwadar port. It's Pakistan's territory. This is the closest we had access to ensure that we have access to Central Asia via Iran. Now, America hasn't been happy about it. And America has been questioning India, trying to put pressure on India, asking India to cut off ties with Iran. Now, why is this significant today? Because at a time when the European Union has labeled IRGC as a terrorist outfit, at a time when America has imposed sanctions on Iran and Iranian officials, India has been under pressure for the last 6 months. We've been told we won't face sanctions, but we could face sanctions by the end of April 2026. We were given time till April 2026. And now, before April, we have taken a call not to allocate funds for the Chabahar port. In the last budget, 400 crores were allocated. And the year before that, 100 crore. In this budget, nothing at all. Now, what is the messaging? On a day, yesterday morning, on the day of the budget, Donald Trump tweets saying India is going to buy Venezuelan oil. And the minister also came on Republic and said India will buy Venezuelan oil. But there is no mention of Iran. There is no mention of the Chabahar Port. It's a messaging perhaps to America. And we are playing safe. Now, this is the situation of the Chabahar Port, and why what we have not mentioned today, what we have not allocated in this budget is extremely significant. I'm going back to Ambassador Vora right now. Ambassador Vora, this is the truth of what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. We are leaning towards America.
Sir,
we have said we're keeping an arm's length from Iran.
Your opinion. Let's assume that we have decided to buy oil from Venezuela, which was sanctioned. Now, Shri McDonald Trump will remove the sanctions. We had stopped buying this oil. We had reduced it dramatically, and we said, no, we're not going to buy it. So then if he has talked about our buying it from Venezuela instead, if this was a diplomatic discussion between us and the Americans, this man just shoots his mouth off, I'm afraid. Goes on to the social media. Tomorrow he'll announce that India is going to buy oil from the moon or from Mars or from whatever. This is not done. But nevertheless, it's true, sir, what I'm saying, and I've been in diplomacy long enough, that the immediate benefit of the port to us is not commensurate with the outlay that we are making. Therefore, on a cost analysis basis, we have delayed it. We have not abandoned the project. We invested too much. It's like, in some ways, although there's no comparison, there is a dead thing called the China-Pakistan exploitation corridor.
Yes.
I don't know if you've heard of it. I think you call it economic corridor.
Yes,
that thing is dead, absolutely dead. And yet, the Chinese don't know what to do because they've invested, they said, 30, 40, 50 billion dollars. What do? The Pakistani says, you want to pull out? Happy birthday, you're not getting $1 back from us. They are stuck. They've been too smart. They are hoist with their own petard. As far as Chabahar is concerned, whatever 100 million, 200, 500 million we've invested and more.
Not billions, sir. Crore. 400 crore last year. 400 crore. Very little. 400 crore.
That's right. So whatever in terms of billions of dollars we've invested. Sir, allocation doesn't mean it's been invested. I've been ambassador in countries where we've allocated a lot of money. Sometimes the beneficiary country is unable to absorb it.
Yes.
They don't have the capacity. So what do? I'm not going to go and build the port.
Yeah.
These guys have to meet part of their commitment, which they've not been able to do. Therefore, I think it's a perfectly valid decision we've taken that, listen, as soon as conditions improve, we'll move ahead. Let's keep it quiet for the moment. We're not saying put the project in deep freeze. Whatever remains, whatever is it all goes into an escrow account. That's the international system.
Let's see what happens.
Whatever needs to be released, we'll release it. But
I was saying, let's see what happens.
If there is additional demand...
Sure. Complete your point. Complete your point, sir. There's a delay. Yeah, please, complete your point.
No, I just wanted to say, if there's additional demand that is required, certainly we'll allocate it. So we keep doing this all the time. If I don't like you and I've allocated money to you, I'll take it away and give it to Arnab Goswami. If I don't like Arnab for
but at least you said, but at least you admitted that if I don't like you, right? That says a lot. But anyway, let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes, Ambassador Vora. Thank you for joining us. A big talking point in the budget from last evening, one of the takeaways of Budget 2026, one of the minor takeaways, of course, with global ramifications. Taking a short break, headlines continue. Thank you for staying with us on the live report.
MDH की हल्दी